Engibraza ku-TikTok ngazithela lapha kwe-video ka-Advocate uCharles Mnisi efunda istatement okanye affidavit kaLongwethwala. Lokho vele kwenza ngabona ukuthi kungani i-state singakaze sambiza uLongwethwala as i-witness, ngoba ukufika kwakhe bekuzokona yonke into kanti into yonke bisihleliwe. Ngifuna nje sixoxe ngalelo daba kancane. Angenake umuntu ojwayele ukukhuluma ngale senzo wakhe, siyakhuluma nje ngayo masithola ithuba. Kodwa nje ngiyafisa sike siyibheke le ndawana ekhulunywe laphaya. Ngesikhathi uSergeant Mkhula efika phambi kwenkantolo wathi wamfundela uNtanzi amalungelo wakhe, ngoba amalungelo abhalwe ngesiLungu and uNtanzi umuntu wathi isiLungu akasazi kahle. Ngakho-ke yena njengoSergeant Mkhula noma Mkhane, angikwazi ubehlukanisa labantu, yena wamtranslate-ela wona ngesiZulu ukuze awezwe kahle uNtanzi. Washo njalo impela. Vele wangahlupha u-Advocate uMngomezulu wathi cha, ngicela siyenze lento ibe practical, ngicela ubone la.
Yes, I have it. All right. Can you please read paragraph 2C? Paragraph 2C.
Here we have their right to be detained under conditions consonant with human dignity, which shall include at least the provision of adequate accommodation, nutrition, reading material, and medical treatment at state expenses.
Can you explain it in Zulu?
Unamalungelo okuhlala endaweni le because ndike mixala kasisi for that's what I'm going to kasisi.
Well, I was mixing Zulu and English when I was talking about this.
Which one maybe you can best read it in English and best translate it or interpret it in Zulu for us?
Unelungelo lakuthola ummeli wakho lo mthandayo ukuthi or sikutholele le mmeli lo uzobhadala estate uhulumeni, and unamalungelo akuthula lento ozoyikhuluma izosebenzisa enkantolo mase ikhuluma.
Yes, Temari.
So just happy. That's why we get like English. It's the sort of mixed language. Zulu is not my mother tongue.
I am bound to stammer because that's why I actually said that I used all this language, English, Zulu, and Setswana. Because Zulu is not exactly my mother tongue.
Mr. Mapena was a Zulu.
Mapena, he spoke in Ndebele. Where could Miss Ndebele?
But Sitebele is closer to Zulu.
See, Ndebele, see how Phyllis is.
It's up to each judge ukuthi decide. Kodwa ngiyakungabaza ukuthi uNtanzi watshelwa amalungelo wakhe. Njengosho uSergeant Mkhane, ya bengiphambanisile eqala ngathi Mkhane ethi wamtshela amalungelo wakhe watranslate esizulwini. Ingakho ke u-Advocate Thulani Mngomezulu athi okay, awutranslate nansi phambi kwakho, translate uthi afundeka kanjani ngesiLungu, wathini wena. Kodwa ubuza interesting kakhulu. UMabhena ongumNdebele, isiNdebele sicishe sifane nesiZulu noma ke sibuye sihlukile, kodwa umuntu omNdebele kulula ukuthi angakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu kulula. Wayengafundanga yena mayifundela uNtanzi amalungelo. Ngabe uNtanzi vele ngempela watshelwa amalungelo wakhe? Asazi, kodwa nje ngiyangabaza mina. ngoba phela u-advocate uMngomezulu uthi no, asiyenze lento ibe practical.
Thank you. The list of state witnesses, the number that I'm referring to is the one that is appearing as a witness number 3 in the list of witnesses in terms of section 144, 3A of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977. Now, in the course of disclosure, when we were preparing for this trial, this is what the state gave us. And I'm going to start with A113. I'll come back to the others. Now, like I did with Ms. Makumara, the senior, I will not go through the statement with regard to what was happening in their house, whether they were eating, how they were seated, and stuff like that. No, we're not concerned about that for now. You see, all that we're concerned about is what this trial is about, the identity of the perpetrators. I'm going to limit my approach in terms of this statement to that. And on paragraph 5, this is what it says in A113. In paragraph 5, this is what it says. It says, they all started cracking jokes and we all laughed. Just as Kelly was about to tell the joke, I noticed the 2 black guys, one tall, light in complexion, and the other one with dreadlocks was short and dark in complexion.
Sisekahle le ndaba. Omude waye light in complexion ngokusho kukaLongwe. Omfishane waye dark in complexion. Phambi kwenkantolo vice versa. Untanzi njengoba emude is dark in complexion. Umncube accused number 3 umfishane kodwa is light in complexion. Isona sizathu esenza ukuthi istate singambiza uLongwe as witness ngoba bekazo contradicta yonke into ebese beyihlelile. Asiqhubeke.
He was wearing a khaki jacket. The first guy went towards Kelly with a shorter one following him. The one with the dreadlocks cocked or breached the firearm and demanded the cell phones and money in isiZulu. Then there was a struggle between Kelly and the other guy on the door to open. I stood up and tried to rush for the guy with the firearm, and not knowing that he would shoot me, and I got a chance to escape through the kitchen door. That is paragraph number 5.
Uye sikhulume ngelinye ilanga leyo ukuthi uLongwe wadutshulwa. Kodwa ngifisa siqaphele kakhulu le ndaba yokuthi i-description yabantu abangena endlini mayisho yiba abantu abangena endlini iphambene isho into engafani. Ngoba laba bathi cha owangena endlini lo wayemude wayemnyama ngokwebala wayengakhanyi. Yingakho uma befika enkantolo baze bathi siyambona nguye lo. Kodwa uLongwe wayemhlophe yena ambona. Kwenziwa yini labantu babesendlini eyodwa ngesikhathi esisodwa kodwa babona abantu abahlukile, omunye ambone emnyama omunye ambone emhlophe? Kwenzakalani kahle kahle? Ngifuna ukukukhumbuza ukuthi utheni uNtanzi ngeviki eliphelile umebuzwa ngalolu daba.
Kade kuhlelwa manje ke ofakazi laba esembashilo uTumelo Madlala, uMthokozi Sithwala kanye naye ke uZandi Khumalo ngesikhathi bethula ubufakazi la phambi kwenkantolo basho ukuthi ke kwangena abantu ababili endlini.
And bayabaza abantu abangena endlini. Ngoba kwakhumala bathi kwangena umuntu oyenela, kwangena omunye oyenetshe. Manje nami ngekho la. Kwamela nje 24 days.
They know the people that entered the house. They alleged that one of the people that entered the house had dreadlocks the other had a beard. Now I did not have a beard in 2014, and I never entered the Khumalo household. Secondly, I would like to emphasize before the court, I never made a statement, my lord.
Now, Ms. Zandile Khumalo and Mr. Tumelo Madlala have identified you in court as one of the two persons who entered the household of the Khumalos on the 26th of October 2014 as the taller one compared to the one who was armed.
Ofakazi ababili uTumelo Madlala uZandi Khumalo ngesikhathi ke bela enkantolo bezokuthi ubufakazi bakhomba ke wena uhlezi laphayana bathi ke uomunye walabo ababili abangena laphayana bakhumalo ngalo langa lange 26 October 2014 nokuthi ke wena ke lo owawumude uma uqhathaniswa nalo omunye owayehlomile.
Lokho inkosi enkantolo kwafanele bangikhomba bayile ofisini namshushisi njengalokho wabe noma khoso ke beyile ofisini lapha.
Yes, they had to point me out because they went to the prosecutor's office, just like Sifiso and Makosonke had gone to the prosecutor's office. And they claimed or alleged that the person that entered the Khumalo household had a beard. I did not have a beard in 2014. And they said that the person or the people that entered the Khumalo household had a beard, had a gold tooth, and had dreadlocks. I did not have dreadlocks, I did not have a gold tooth, as well as a beard. I also made mention of the fact that if upon my arrest was found to have dreadlocks, a gold tooth, as well as a beard, those are the things that you were going to mention in court, but I was not found with any of those.
We have already posited to you that Ms. Zandi Khumalo and Tumelo Madlala mentioned that the second intruder, who was taller, had an O-shaped beard, and they identified you as the second intruder.
Bese sishilo ke ukuthi ke uZandi Khumalo kanye naye uTumelo Madlala basho ukuthi owesibili kulabo babili abangena endlini wayenentshebe eyekekeleze umlomo nokuthi futhi ke bakhomba la enkantolo. My lord, I had no beard in 2014. As well as the soul patch, my lord, on the photo that was indicated here in court, I did not have the soul patch.
Well, you mentioned that they had Ms. Zandile Khumalo and Tumelo Madlala had to point you out as they came for a consultation at the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution. How is their consultation connected to your identification?
We are sure ukuthi bafanele ukuthi bakhombe ngoba baya e-office kaMshushisi. Ukuthi baye e-office kaMshushisi nokuthi bakhombe enkantolo kuhlangana kanjani?
Abithi kuhlangana kanje. Ngoba lapha ecourt ngengaveza ngathi uzumla i-witness. Kodwa istatement sakukhona ukubhala izithombe ngenombolo uzovela photo.
I made mention here in court that Zungu is a witness, but he was able to identify the photos through numbers. How was he able to do that? And just like Kwabeni came for consultation as well, and you had to send him back when you had asked him, and he denied what you were asking him. You then asked him to go back home and think thoroughly about this.
Well, be that as it may, the two witnesses, Ms. Zandile Khumalo and Tumelo Madlala, identified you based on their own observations.
Sibambe le video kodwa bengifisa ukuyiveza le ndawo ethi bafanele labo kumkhomba uNtanzi ngoba baya eofisini kaMshushisi. mhlambe nezithombe kantanzi zabonwa lapho wenze reference ngozungu uzungu kwi-statement sakho uyabhala ukuthi kwisithombe number bani usibani loyo. Ubengazi kanjani ukuthi izithombe inamba zakhona zifakwe kanjani? Ingoba uconsultile nomshushisi. So ibalekile lento engishoyo. Okwesibili futhi akuvezayo intanzi la ukuthi njengoba laba bezile nabo bebezozibona vele izithombe. Kodwa abeshushise abambizanga uLongwe ukuthi akazofakaza ngoba bebazi ukuthi uzocontradicta yonke lento abasebeyihlanganisile. Ilokho nje engikushoyo.